Hi guys, I'm here with Abdullah Mohsin. He's come all the way from Lahore in Pakistan. It's several thousand miles.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's been quite the journey from Lahore to Istanbul to London, and now finally here in Manchester. After all these years wishing to come here, it's finally happening.
How does it feel?
It feels amazing, and it's the weather's really nice, and the stadium looks absolutely beautiful. And trust me, pictures and videos do not do justice. This thing's absolutely massive, and it just looks absolutely amazing. Everything's.
I don't know where you brought the weather from because it's been in the high 20s.
It was pretty hot on the day I arrived and the 2 days later on, but it's starting to get colder now. We're getting a taste of the British weather now.
Today is about 14, 15 degrees.
It is.
You can see
the windy.
You can see the wind and.
I had to hide my hair. They've all been ruined by the wind.
And yeah, fortunately the rain's eased off, but it's been quite bad today.
So we're just waiting for the stadium tour that I'm about to take, and you'll see that shortly as well. The tour begins at 1:10, so we're like 15 minutes away from that. So
I think my first question, and it's probably the biggest question, you're so far away in Pakistan.
Exactly.
Why would you support a club in England, and especially Manchester City?
Well, basically, we don't have a league of our own there, and the Premier League is fairly popular there. So everyone does support a Premier League club. So the second part of the question, why City? Now that's an interesting question. Well, it's a combination of two things basically. Firstly being that I've always been the one to support the underdogs.
Yeah.
And back when I started watching City, I think the first time I saw City was back in 2007. The first time I watched football in my entire life was the Euro 2008, and that's when I started liking football. And I used to watch Spain, and I absolutely loved David Silva. So when he joined City, I started watching City, and I remember the first match that I saw. It was the last game of the 2011 season, I believe, where Eden Dzeko scored in the dying minutes of the match. So that's where I started watching City, and the blue color really attracted me, and the combination of David Silva and everything. And I don't know, it just had me lured in for some reason. And the 2011-2012 season was the season that I properly started watching, and we all know what happened that season. I was lucky enough to start properly watching them then. I watched every single game right from the first one to the infamous last one, to the last kick of Aguero. So it's been a wild ride since then, and I remember there was absolutely zero fans back then, like that I knew of. I didn't know anyone that supported City or even any other big clubs back then, because I wasn't really into the community. But with time, I was really surprised to see that there was actually a lot of City fans in Pakistan, especially in Lahore. So I came across a lot of fans from here and there, and I created a Facebook page in order to attract more people to it and find out more people who already exist, and that worked fairly well. I actually started off with the Facebook page, which was made specifically for the Pakistani City fans, but it didn't really take off at first, so I converted it into an international fan page, which just I think a week ago we just hit 100,000 likes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much. We're now the biggest Manchester City fan page on Facebook, and we'll link the page down below so you can go check that out. And the community keeps on growing. We now have a WhatsApp group as well of over 200 people. We have 100,000 community on Facebook. And coming back to Pakistan, we gradually started building up, and then we made a secondary page specially for Pakistan. And we also have a Man City fan page for Pakistan in Urdu. So that's really famous in Pakistan, because we do a lot of funny stuff. We make memes and we make stuff like that. So that's something that's really popular back home, even with fans of other clubs. So that's really something that's been taking off recently. And then once we got around, we had a community of like 100 to 200 people who were fans, and we had this WhatsApp group, and we used to interact with each other. I decided to take things a step further, so I got in contact with the club, and I decided to open up the first official supporters club. And
is that in all of Pakistan?
No, we started off with the branch in Lahore. That's how we started off, because you can't make a supporters club for the entire country. You need them for a specific city. So we started off with Lahore, and with help from Kevin Parker, he was really helpful. We we got recognized. We received the plaque. We received the flag, which I'll be taking pictures with inside the stadium, and you'll see those shortly. So I also received the certificate, so we're glad and we're lucky enough to be the first official supporters club from Pakistan.
Fantastic.
And shortly after that, we actually expanded into 2 more cities. So now we also have supporters clubs in Islamabad and Karachi. So now there's 3 from Pakistan, and they're all recognized by the club. They've all received their flags and their plaques, and things look good.
Wonderful. I mean, people will know Pakistan in terms of sport, mainly for cricket.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, especially at the moment with Imran Khan,
the new Prime
who's the
Minister.
new Prime Minister.
Yeah.
And if you go back into the history of Pakistan, about 25 years ago or so, they won the Cricket World Cup.
Cricket World Cup,
big news. And Pakistan is famous for sports.
For sports, yes. Even in terms of football, we're famous for making footballs.
Yeah, exactly.
The city of Sialkot makes footballs,
and
we all just saw the World Cup. The ball was made in Pakistan, in Sialkot. And I think except the 2014 World Cup, every World Cup has had the ball made from Sialkot, Pakistan.
That's right. It's for sports goods, Pakistan, especially Lahore and Sialkot, is very
really
famous. If you go back into my childhood, if you go back 30, 40 years, a lot of the wooden tennis rackets,
they're also
hockey
made in
sticks,
Sialkot,
squash rackets, badminton rackets, everything was coming from Pakistan. But not just Pakistan, from Lahore and Sialkot.
From Lahore and Sialkot specifically.
It's very famous, and it still is.
And even though we don't have, we do have a national team, but obviously it's not that great due to, let's not get into that, but there's a huge fan following for football back in Pakistan, especially for the Premier League. That's the most watched league back home, and of course the Champions League and stuff. So football's definitely a big craze there.
Yeah. How big is the scene? Do you ever foresee it taking over cricket as the number 1 sport, or is that just too far in the future?
Actually, you see, the thing is that football can't overtake cricket until our own national team becomes a good team, and until they start playing matches and they start attracting fans. Because until then, it's limited to what I'm doing. Because I chose a club in the Premier League, and I'm glad to have picked the best one. So that's how it is. I mean, we have a huge fan base, but it's restricted to the Premier League or the Champions League or the La Liga or something like that.
Yeah.
But not domestically. It's all international.
Okay.
So domestically, it's always going to be cricket, I think. But hopefully, domestically, football comes up as well.
Do you get football on TV in Pakistan? Or
Yes,
how
we
you
do.
watch the
We
games?
do. There's this channel called PTV Sports. They are official broadcasters of the Premier League, and I think the Premier League is the only league that is officially broadcasted in Pakistan.
Okay.
So yeah, we do have rights for the Premier League.
Looking at, we always ask people about last season, and Centurions was a fantastic season. So give us your thoughts about how that season unfolded. I mean, we had 18 games on the bounce that we won all those away games, and I could go through many records, and I could spend 5 minutes going through all some fantastic stuff. But how did it feel living in so far away and
it was
seeing
absolutely it was absolutely amazing. Right from the first game, things kicked off. We had the loss to Everton, but it was just the start of the season.
Draw with
Everton.
It felt we won so many games.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
draw felt like a loss.
That's the thing about this season. Whenever we drew, that too felt like a loss. I mean, even a 1-0 win wasn't something great for us. That's the level that we set this season. It was absolutely out of the charts, and it was amazing. The 18-match win streak, scoring the most goals, the most away wins, and the consecutive win run, and winning it earlier, and everything, all those records combined, the Centurions, it was absolutely, as Martin Tyler said back in 2012, it was stupendous.
Yeah, I mean, I was there at the last game of the season against
You were,
Southampton.
yeah.
I put the video on Twitter.
We had a fan from Pakistan at that game as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. He was there at the game. He sent me live pictures and stuff, and I was really jealous of him back then. But hey, I'm glad that I'm here now. So yeah, we had a Pakistani representation back then at the Etihad as well, and we have so again, and I hope it keeps growing up.
Yeah. just thinking about the season that's coming up. Are you happy with the signings that we've made? Have you been watching, in particular, the tour in America with all those amazing kids?
Well, sadly, I couldn't watch the games of the American tour since, as I said, I've been on my own vacation. I went to Turkey and now I'm here, so I couldn't get the time. But I did watch highlights to especially watch Mahrez against Dortmund. He struck me in that game. So, I mean, some people were on the fence of getting Mahrez, thinking that we already have players like Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling, so we don't need another player who can play wing or a centre forward. But I think that it's a really good signing because, you know, retaining a Premier League title is, as we all know, isn't the easiest of things to do. So for that purpose, we do need instrumental key star players in every position, not just one of them, but 2 or 3 of them. So I think that's a great signing, and I'm looking forward to more.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Who's your current favourite player then?
My current favourite player, and why? Well, it's gonna be cliche, but it's Sergio Aguero. But obviously, I really absolutely adore and admire Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva for they're magicians.
Yeah.
What more does one need to say? Watching them play they play football like it's an art. Well, it is an art, but they actually put the art in football. So that's absolutely amazing watching those two play. And Aguero, as we all know, is a club legend, and it's all been good. I'm a huge fan of Raheem Sterling as well. So Raheem Sterling is someone who, like I said, I really like the underdogs. I really like what's hated. So as we all know, especially the British media is very anti. The lovely British media is very anti Raheem Sterling. So you know he always has had a special place in my heart ever since he signed from Liverpool as well. So he's a great lad. So.
And if there's one player, anyone in the world that you could sign right now, who would it be?
Any one player that we could sign right now? Oh, tough question, eh? Anyone. Oh, okay. You see, this shows how good our squad is because I have to sit and think. Because I mean, I think I would probably go for him.
You're gonna say. I know you're gonna say. Everybody wants the same guy. I've been saying for 2 years.
Mbappe.
Everybody wants Mbappe.
Yeah.
He's on another level.
He is. He truly is. He showed that at the World Cup. And yeah, that's the only star name that I can think right off the bat of my head who could fit into the City squad and who we should go for. Yeah. Other than that, we're all set.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I know it's nearing the time for your tour,
We're 5 minutes
Abdullah.
away.
So I've got to say thank you very much for this short insight into football in Pakistan and Manchester City and how the fan club's grown. And as you said, we'll have the link to your Facebook page in the description below.
We will.
And hopefully I'll see you after the tour.
Yeah, I'll come back out of the tour and we're going to sit down again and we're going to have another chat. I'll reflect on the tour, how it was, and I'm going to make a few videos and stuff, and we're going to link that below as well. We're going to combine that. Actually, I think we're going to make one video with this. Yeah. So you'll see that all soon. So I'll head to the tour now and I'll catch you guys later. Pakistan's in the baat.
Thank you very much.